Hey, it's Scott Schilling again with Scott Schilling Speaks. We're here with Rocky Krugfoss, and we're talking about quantum emotional healing. And in the last session, we referred to when this all starts in your system. And it's really in childhood, before 8 years of age, correct?
That's correct. Yes, absolutely.
And
So,
you had a situation where you had actually an abusive childhood. So that actually changes your quantum DNA even more pronounced. Is that the way to say it?
it changes your personality, your characteristics, your self-worth, your confidence. It changes everything to a lower frequency of I'm not good enough. I don't deserve money. I don't deserve love. I have to struggle to be loved. And it also created on the opposite side because I was pretty athletic when I was young. Soccer, hockey, golf, tennis, you name it. And it created a Jekyll and Hyde. I was angry all the time, and I became quite a Broad Street bully, if you know about the Philadelphia Flyers. And so I was bullied all my life in school, throughout school, right through grade 12. And then it changed, and I got bigger, I got stronger, and I started getting even with the world in soccer and hockey, and thus started my 20-year run of being a little bit of a jerk, a lot of a jerk, and winning trophies. Yeah, winning trophies, winning championships. Hey guys, look, we won. guys, guys. So nobody celebrated with because I was such a jerk. So this all started from the young age of probably, well, for me, it started almost immediately from birth, but it became more profound at age 5 and 6. So all of these programs of you're stupid, you're wrong, you're a piece of crap, why don't you kill yourself? All these horrible things that my father said to me really started to stick, and they became pronounced when I was 14, 15. I would literally say, "Well, I'm the idiot here. I'm probably responsible for this incident, even if I wasn't." And so it was pretty low on the scale of self-worth. And these kinds of things are programmed into us. And here's the worst part. This is the part that's really hard to understand. I'm learning something from this, so I signed up for this tour of duty, so to speak. It's hard to believe you would sign up for such a violent life and so much violence, but ultimately it led me to where I am now. So understanding, compassion, forgiveness, all of these things that I needed to do because I had a lot of programming in me that was pretty angry. And so programming does start at a young age, almost immediately, sometimes even in the womb. I've had clients that say, I remember feeling my mom being really scared of my dad. And
Wow.
yeah, I've had clients that can do that. And another one that's rather common, unfortunately, is mom didn't really want me. She didn't want to be
Wow.
pregnant again. Yeah. And so that leaves you feeling very rejected. And of course, when you're feeling really rejected, you're rejected by the world. And so you're very alone. So a lot of painful programming that requires, gentleness. It requires gentleness. You can't force somebody to heal. You have to invite them to heal. You have to invite them to surrender their pain so that you're in a neutral position that allows you to be independent from the pain so you can make an intentional choice to let it go. So it's very, very important that we understand where it comes from. It also comes from the patriarchal mindset, which is male thinking. Ask any woman what they think of the patriarchal mindset, and they'll tell you,
Yeah.
because they're always exhausted, they're always doing everything, they're always busy, they never think of themselves, they never take care of themselves, really, emotionally. And, they sit with their girlfriends and they have a venting session, but that's not healing.
It
So
doesn't really vent that way, does it?
it doesn't, it's just it's a temporary fix, right? So men are programmed to be disconnected from their feeling body, to talk about their feelings. They're programmed to fix women. In other words, they don't listen. They just go, oh, no, here, do this and you'll be fine. Not knowing that you just cut off a woman's energy right here and she just wants to take a knife and shove it up your head. So,
Doesn't sound pleasant.
No, you know, women and men have this gap, and the patriarchal mindset makes sure that gap stays that way. You can try whatever you want to get closer unless you understand the programs that are in place. I've written a book called The Subtle Art of Listening. It teaches men how to hear a woman. And a lot of men will be listening to this and going, well, I hear my wife, I hear my girlfriend. No, you don't. I can guarantee you don't. You could ask your beloved, you know, do I hear you okay? And they'll go, no, you're always interrupting. Why are you interrupting? Well, because the male mind is all about fixing, because that's how men are programmed to believe, oh, well, I'm worthy of love when I fix my wife because I'm a guy, I fix things.
Amazing how
Yeah.
that thought process would be. And I can see how, again, how many guys truly believe that if I can accomplish something, if I can fix something, then I'm worthy of love. But if I can't fix it, then maybe that's a little questionable.
Yeah. Well, the reality is that the guys are programmed the way they are, and it's not their fault. The women are programmed the way they are, and it's not their fault. So there really is no fault here. What there is an opportunity to get clear on what's really needed in this relationship. And one is to be heard, and the other is to connect with feelings without fear of being judged, because women don't judge. Men are scared of being judged about their feelings of insecurity. The fact that we keep stuff inside creates more insecurities than we need, and we don't really need any insecurities, but they're all healable. So the time has come now for men and women to narrow that gap a lot, and the work involved is really easy. You just have to let go of what you think is your job through the patriarchal mindset in a relationship, or doing anything, doing a job, doing a business. If you let go of what you think that you've been taught how to do and learn how to work with your quantum field and your belief systems so that they flow with you rather than against you, you create a different life, a life of much more joy and far less stress, and a gentler life for both.
That sounds like it's almost ideal and like where you would want to be. I think we actually have to look at session 4 to dig into that a little bit deeper, because
Sure,
I think there's a great opportunity there. Scott
there
Schilling
is.
saying we'll be back in just a moment with session 4.